Hey, what is up guys? My name is Daedra, and in this video we're going to be going over the Gengar guide. Okay, this is for ranked, for casual, for whatever you're doing, quick play. This is the absolute Gengar guide, fit for my style and how I have been playing him and how you guys been seeing on stream. Gengar is, you know, a rush down oriented character. You know, he blinks and he does massive amount of damage and zips back, but if you're not controlling your sludge bombs, if you're accidentally hexing before you sludge bombs, if you're not running the best items, you're gonna be a little hindered, and it does take a little bit of practice to get used to the Gengar. You know, not a lot of auto targeting. You need to know how to do early game with Ghastly, with Haunter before you get level 7 and unlock Hex. There's a lot that goes into setting up Gengar to be this ultimate kill machine you've probably seen clips and highlights of or been a victim of in your games, but I'm gonna break that all down for you in this video. I'm gonna put timestamps in the description as well to make this a little bit easier for you guys to watch. So yeah, just leave a like if you enjoy, and let's get into it. As far as items go, you have Wise Glasses, which increases special attack. Then you have special attack specs. When the Pokemon scores a goal, its special attack is increased, which is amazing, and this actually lasts the entire game. It is permanent. And then you have Energy Amplifier. After the Pokemon uses its Unite move, the damage the Pokemon deals is increased by 14% for a short time, which works amazing with Gengar because Gengar's Unite move actually has 2 uses. So we check it out. Unite move, Phantom Ambush, has the user jump to the designated area and start sneaking with increased movement speed, which is another very important aspect of this Unite move we'll get into in a bit. If the Unite move is used again, it deals damage to the opposing Pokemon in the area of effect and decreases their movement speed for a short time. So you jump in, you get increased movement speed, and then you use it again, you click R again or whatever your Unite move is, and then you do the AoE move and you deal damage, and then you can sludge bomb them, then you can hex them, and it just gets insane. You can click Y and use your X attack if that's the item you're using. There's so many crazy things that you can do all at once, and it's just amazing the synergy you get with your items, your move set, and we're gonna go over all that right now. All right, so for this part of the video, I really just want to go over the main game plan with Gengar, how to start off as Ghastly, and how to get Hex and unlock your character before Rotom spawns. Your goal is to get Hex at level 7, be level 7 before the 659 mark when Rotom and Dreadnought spawn. The only way you're gonna do this, at least most efficiently, is by going the middle lane. You want to communicate with your teammates, and they should know that when they see a Gengar, and you should know as well, that when you see a Gengar, you're going middle lane and you're going to be jungling. So what does that mean? Well, you're playing in a team of 5, 2 teammates go top, 2 teammates go bottom, and their goal, if they have a Gengar jungling, is to hold and make sure nobody gets scored on, no zones get taken before Gengar gets Hex at level 7. If you're playing with people who know how Gengar works, you guys can do so good. It's actually insane. But it is crucial that Gengar gets Hex by 659. Now, if it's 630 on the timer and you don't have Hex by then, it's not the end of the world. You can kill some random mobs around, but 659, I can't stress it enough, said a million times, that is when you want Hex, and that is when you want to be helping your team. So as soon as the match starts, you want to make sure you're running to mid, like I said, and you want to kill the Lilip that spawns right here. So here we go, just gonna do some damage on it, and then Ludicolo and Buffland are actually gonna spawn. So you can see Ludicolo over there actually has a purple buff around it, which when you have the purple buff, it gives you increased damage when enemies are at, you know, a lower HP, and then the orange buff, which Buffland gives, makes it so you slow your attacks, slow the enemy down a bit, which is really cool. It's really nice. But as you're killing Ludicolo and Buffland, you also want to be using Lick and Will-O-Wisp. I kind of been slacking just because it's talking, but you know, you want to be doing as much damage per second as possible so you can get Hex as fast as possible. And if you get hit, you know, by the Buffland thing and you get dazed out, it's not the end of the world, man. Like it happens. It's actually pretty easy to get Hex before the 7-minute mark, but here we are. We're kind of killing the Corphish now and just burning them, doing as much damage per second as possible. This should give us level 5 right about now. All right, not yet, so we're just gonna take this Corphish down. Hopefully we get to level 5 like in a second. There we go. So now we got Sludge Bomb. Pretty much same deal as Will-O-Wisp, maybe a little bit more damage, but this is where it gets scary. So there's going to be a Corphish on the left and right. Definitely want to grab this berry. It's going to give you increased movement speed, which is going to, in turn, you know, help you freaking get to the Corphish faster. And if you encounter their jungle, the best thing to do is avoid a fight, since, you know, Gengar and Haunter are so weak. And after you kill these two Corphish, there is going to be a Ludicolo or Buffland spawning up here, so you just want to kill that. We're at the 8-minute mark right now. We're 5.5, which is actually pretty good. And you can see me, I use Fluffy Tail. You can also use X Attack if you're running X Attack for your battle item. You can use that to do more damage to the wild Pokemon around. I kind of like X Attack over Fluffy Tail more for late game, but Fluffy Tail does help you with Zapdos, Rotom, and level up, so I think they're both pretty good. I need to do more experimenting with the both of them in ranked, but I think they're both really good items and both have their uses. But here we go. Okay, I'm 6.5, and you know, it's about to be at the 7-minute mark, so I should get this kill, or I should get to level 7 and unlock Hex right now after I kill this thing. Maybe barely, yeah, barely. So around here, you know, you can kill another mob, or you can kind of help your team and play like the support. So if there are like 3 enemies up here and your team's getting jumped, you have to play support. Like, you see how this guy's approaching me? I don't want to chase. Like, I just want to throw sludge bombs, lick, so my teammates can do more damage and use my support moves. But now I got Hex. All right, so now I kind of want to go over certain situations involving Rotom and what happens if you are trying to level up for Hex and the enemy team starts, you know, pushing and your teammates up top or down bottom or are outnumbered. So if you're in that situation, maybe you're only level 3 in early game, there's 3 enemies pushing your 2 teammates down at bottom or top. What you're going to want to do is play the HP circle, because you are just a weak, frail glass cannon that actually hasn't got the cannon aspect of their kit unlocked yet. And you're just going to be doing Will-O-Wisp for the burn damage, you know, doing licks for your teammates. If somebody's low health and run away, you want to do the lick so your teammates can finish them off. But you really don't want to push at all, because like I said, the kit is just so bad. You can definitely get beat in a 1v1 pretty easily, I'm not going to lie, by a lot of these characters. All right, so I just want to talk about like enemy wild Pokemon around the map and how good Sludge Bomb is against them. So you can just do the Sludge Bomb and then boom, just start Hex spamming, which is freaking hilarious, and they all just go down so fast. All right, so let's talk about Rotom, and then I'll cover what happens when you're actually in a disadvantaged situation. So if there's an enemy on Rotom, you just get them in the Hex, and then you just kind of continue doing your thing. Boom, just got Rotom that easily. Did I take out? I think I just took out that Snorlax too, which is so funny. When they're grouped up, getting Hexes is just amazing. They shouldn't be grouping against Gengar. They should kind of know really what's going on, but if they do group, man, they are literally just asking to get sludge bombed into Hexed. So something annoying that happens though, like we'll talk about disadvantage real quick, is I could sludge bomb this Vespiquen, but the Hex will auto snap to Corphish or like another mob, and now you don't have your sludge bomb Hex spam cooldown, because you know Hex only has a small cooldown when using as a status Pokemon. But if, you know, I status these Vespiquen, then I go for Hex, you know, I didn't just Hex the Vespiquen, it just auto snapped to Snorlax. What the heck do I do? So in this situation where you're just waiting on a cooldown, what you really want to do is just go hide. You want to run. Your teammates need to realize you're a bad Gengar and you're hindering the team, and they need to, you know, take advantage until you get your Sludge Bomb back. If you're playing with people who know the ins and outs of Gengar, it could be really good for your team. And, you know, realizing when your Gengar is in disadvantage is a huge part of being a good teammate, whether you are playing Gengar or playing with a Gengar. And it's also the Gengar's responsibility to not be greedy or to not run away. You know, if I have a countdown here where I did a bad Hex spam, you know, I could still, you know, be in and out of a circle. Like if a Ninetales freezes this Snorlax, I don't want to run away. I want to do some chip damage while it's frozen, and then by that time my Sludge Bomb should be back and I can just Hex spam. You know, it's a super team-based game. That's how MOBAs work. If one person goes middle and takes even just one of these little wild Pokemon before I get Hex, it just messes up the entire game plan, and in turn messes up everything for the team to a degree. It just makes things a lot harder, I should say. We haven't really talked about the Unite move, and the Unite move can be actually really insane. So there can be a late game situation where you're like, oh my god, like I have these 40, it's such a close game, boom, pop the Unite move, and you can just go and freaking swim across the map real quick, and then just, you know, use your Unite move and then dunk. If you know, this one's not up obviously, but you could do your thing and dunk like that if you really have to. I think it's an amazing late game, like X speed. If you're for some reason running X speed, you can pair it. The Unite move is also just amazing for AoE damage. Like imagine all these Vespiquen were actual, you know, people, boom, and it just does damage to all of them, as you saw. I mean, I could just spam this here. It's kind of, you know, commotion, but you can see how much the area of effect really is just in practice mode. And look at this man just run. Like, look at this speed, man. It's just crazy. Like, you can definitely cover some distance. I'm actually curious how far I can even go with these Unite move starting at one of ours. Let's see, I can cover 1, I could get to like maybe 2, which is pretty ridiculous. So yeah, the Unite move is definitely a really good comeback feature. I don't think I've seen a lot of people even think about. So now let's just see how fast I can actually take down this Zapdos with Sludge Bomb stuff. So I'm gonna Fluffy Tail it, boom, Hex, and you really want to keep your eye on the Sludge Bomb plus timer. Like that's gonna be really important. So like 1 second, boom, okay, let's get it sludged up again. Keep it going, keep it going. 3, 2, 1. Okay, sludge, boom. Killing it. Oh my god, dude, this is actually insane. And like imagine if I had a freaking whatchamacallit, X attack. Like it's just crazy, you know. And here like I would do my Unite move and, you know, try to score before the game ends. But yeah, it's pretty much the game plan here. So TLDR of that, just be careful where you aim your sludges. Be careful of the auto targeting and how you target your hexes. Make sure your teammates are aware of situations, and if you see a Gengar kind of like do something and then kind of back off when he shouldn't, just assume that they are bad and, you know, miss their sludge bomb, and hopefully they'll do better with the next one and not throw for the team. As far as countering a Gengar, this is so troll. So full heal's probably going to become a lot more popular next week, you know, the second week of Unite being out. Full heal removes all status conditions from your Pokemon and makes it immune to hindrances for a short time. This is an amazing item. I cannot believe people are not running this more. Like I said, they definitely will be week 2 of this game and so on. This could probably remove freeze, burn, poison, you know, any status condition, sleep. It's hilarious. That's one way to counter Gengar, and as a Gengar, all you have to do is click plus on your controller and you could see, you know, the battle items the other team is running. So if Mr. Mime's holding a full heal, you just got to keep in mind, okay, when I see that Mr. Mime, I gotta know he's running full heal, and you work accordingly from there. And same thing, if you're Mr. Mime or any character holding a full heal and you're like, okay, this Gengar knows I have full heal, I have to bait the Gengar into thinking I used my full heal, so he runs away. Or if I see that Gengar run away, he probably thinks I use full heal and he can't approach me. He's gonna wait for my full heal to be over, but I'm actually gonna use my full heal when he comes back, and it just becomes this game of cat and mouse, right? It's just insane, and that might seem a little too much, but trust me, ranked games are ridiculous. And of course, we're going against a Gengar, like I said many times. If a Gengar misses a sludge, it's GG. Okay, that's 7 seconds. So much can happen in 1 second. Imagine 7 seconds. So just get accustomed to, you see a Gengar, you know, hex you first instead of sludge, boom, it's GG, you know. Or if they miss a sludge, like I said, it's GG. Like, you guys gotta destroy that thing before that 7 seconds is up. I don't think Gengar is S tier at all, because S tier or top tier would mean they're really little to no weaknesses, right? Like Joker, Pikachu, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, they are, you know, they're not S tier, but they are at the top because they barely have any weaknesses, and the weaknesses they do have, they are able to get around them, whereas Gengar, you know, can be baited out. There is literally an entire item to stop the entire kit of Gengar. So I think Gengar is A if we're doing S, A, and then, you know, whatever other tiers below. I don't think Gengar's top though, just because of full heal, just because of common game sense going on. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know if there's any other character you guys want me to cover. I've been playing a lot of Cramorant. I'm going to be playing a lot of different characters on stream today as well to test out for the YouTube channel and, you know, this style. There's a bunch of other guides, I'm sure, being made on a bunch of different characters, and I think you should watch every one of them. Everybody has a different take and a different style to how they play each character. So this is my style. This is hopefully what you guys like. If another YouTuber does a Gengar guide, I definitely suggest watching it and taking advice from him and making your own style of how you play the character. I play a very, you know, bait and punish. You know, with Gengar, you definitely want to be approaching from behind or approaching from the bushes and just kind of jungling as you go. But some people like to play really hyper offensively. It just depends. I play a little defensively. You know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, just keep in mind, it doesn't matter how many kills you have. If you have 50 kills and you score no points, you know, you're an enemy team having 20 kills and scoring every one of their points is gonna get them the win. You're really just doing what you can to make sure the enemy team doesn't score and you do. Obviously, kills matter, because if you're getting a kill as a result of you preventing them of scoring, or, you know, you're getting a kill because you want to score and you coordinate that and you and your team, you know, got that kill together, amazing. But if you're just feeding, you're just like, all right, I'm gonna drop a 20 bomb this game, it's gonna be insane, like you're just gonna lose, man. The 20 bombs will come naturally. Just make sure your team knows your roles, make sure you respect your teammates, make sure your teammates respect you and your jungle, and you're gonna be an amazing Gengar, and your team will help you, you know, be that amazing Gengar. You cannot be an amazing Gengar if you don't respect your team doesn't respect you. It's just how team-based games works. This is my first MOBA. I've been editing for an awesome dude named Weekend for about a year now, watching him play Smite, so I have a bit of knowledge, but yeah, I don't know. I think this game's super awesome. I'm gonna leave also links to Weekend's guides down below because he has an awesome jungling guide that I didn't really want to make. I think a former Smite pro doing a jungling guide would have been a lot cooler. So yeah, definitely check that out in the description below. But anyways, I'll see you on the next one soon. Peace.